Hello and welcome to the Genuine Learning blog. My name is Melissa Galasso, and I'm excited to talk to you about an extension of a proposal that I think will help many. So the AICPA recently issued a series of proposals related to what we're going to now refer to as quality management to replace the squashes. However, given the timing of the extension for the tax deadline and other issues, they have now extended the comment period and provided some additional learning opportunities as well as Q&A opportunities. So we're going to take a look at the new QM comment period as well as some of the changes. So it's actually a trio of standards. It's two proposed statements on quality management, and then it is one statement on auditing standards. So one SAS and two quality management standards. And again, when we're looking at this, it's really changing the concept of quality control to quality management. And we did a three-part series on this already when they originally issued the QM standards. However, since they have originally issued this, they extended the period from June 11th as the cutoff date to provide comments to August 31st. And obviously, a lot of this probably has to do with the tax deadline being extended, people not really being able to devote attention to it. And they really do want feedback. So I think this is going to be something where there's so much going on right now. They want to give people enough time to look at this. And so they have extended the comment period. In addition, they provided a whole host of additional resources on their website. The first one there is a roundtable. If you want to sign up, they're going to have hour-and-a-half meetings that are going to cover a little bit of background on them, but also Q&A. And you get up to an hour-and-a-half of free CPE, which is always nice. So listen to them tell you a little bit about it and then ask your questions so you can have a little bit better understanding about the proposals. There's a series of them. They start in May and they go through the end of June. So this is an opportunity for you to ask some additional questions and get some free CPE. They also have a couple of explanatory memos and executive summary documents. So if you're not looking to read the entire item, which I can appreciate, they have done some pretty glossies, but also some pretty nice bulleted points about what the major changes are. The other thing that they provided, which I think is really interesting, is a comment letter template. Very often, I remember the first time I wrote a comment letter, it's kind of a daunting task. You don't know exactly what to say and you don't know exactly how to format it. At the time, I was the chair of an A&A committee for a state society, and it was my first time doing it. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to see what we got here. And so it was my very first experience. And so I've learned a lot about writing comment letters since that experience. But I think a lot of people are overwhelmed. So they have a nice template with yes, no boxes, and then support your reason why to make it a little bit less scary to provide feedback. Because again, they want feedback and they don't want feedback being scary to prevent someone from doing it. They also include a summary, a comparison of the proposal, so you can kind of see how that compares to the international standards. You can also see that they have a summary of differences between the international QM standards and the ASB QM standards. So they've got quite a bit out there in terms of additional resources for you to take a look at. So if this is an area that you're passionate about, I would recommend getting on one of those roundtable sessions. They are limited to 50 people. So obviously in order to keep the Zoom, able to interact with everybody, they are limiting the number of attendees, but they have quite a few options out there. So I'd encourage you to think about taking that, opportunity to learn a little bit more. So that's what we have today on the Genuine Learning blog. I hope this helps you consider potentially providing feedback to the AICPA about those changes. You can also go back and watch our summaries as well. So if you don't have time to necessarily take a good read, most of them are pretty lengthy coverage of what's changing. So you can go back into our earlier blogs from earlier this year and take a look. If you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.